gamers? It's Paladin and we're back with more Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. All I did in between videos was I fast traveled to a closer location to our destination, and I am now using a different bow. I found one when I found a cave, but I couldn't get very far in it. But inside, it had a chest that I opened up that had a bow that was slightly better than our Sylvan Order. But hopefully in this episode we'll be able to get to our next destination. Ooh, what are these? New enemies. That's different. Block the next attack from her. And shoot her up full of ice. Before we do a charge shot, and bam! Oh yeah, but I should probably show off that new ability I got. Whenever you hold and fire, while in a blocking position, you fire a volley of arrows through the sky, and it actually looked like, from what I saw, that these guys take damage from... Those guys right there actually took bonus damage from my bow. So I'll have to look into that. I don't know if that was just because specifically I did that attack or not. Finding out enemies' weaknesses really is all about trial and error. I mean, some of them are a little bit easier to understand, like, oh, boggarts? Yeah, boggarts, you just hit them with fire because they're made of wood. But, for other enemies, that's not exactly the easiest thing to figure out. You don't have to charge, you can actually just fire straight from the sky like that, and that gives you a chance to, like, back away, do whatever you need to. Okay, so I need to get used to the range on that attack so I can do stuff like this, kill that guy off, load this guy up full of ice, and that kills him. I actually really like that ability. I'll probably put more points into it as soon as I can. Looks like we got a corpse that they were trying to loot over here, but I got to it first. Or rather, they got to it first. I killed them, and then I took their money. Just like any good hero does. It's a bear. Let's see if I can't get it with a single shot from far distance. I find now that I actually have a bow. Oh, yeah. Critical hit. So we killed that bear in a single shot just because we could do a charge shot. We did a charge shot, and we attacked from long range. Let's see here. I am not getting to see... Oh, we got a crude duck. I hate these things. These are by far some of my least favorite enemies in the game. Stop. Just stop attacking me for like 5 seconds. Yes, so these things are vulnerable to arrow attacks. I guess it would probably be just considered like piercing attacks. Die. New Fey Blades, if I were still using Fey Blades. Body physics. I like doing that. For a couple seconds after they die, you can still get like... They still have like a hitbox, so it's easy to run into them. Which is funny, because that means you can just sort of push them around. I was going to go for that chest, but I realized I have to go over this bridge first. Or did I have to go over this bridge first? Maybe I actually have to be in the river. I don't know. So we want to take these things out with our bows if we can. And that's a wolf. What is such a low level enemy doing attacking me right here? Yeah, you thought you were going to get close to me, but you weren't. Cotton, not as good as our studded leather gear. Got a little hidden pile of rocks over here. Just had some shards. I actually sold all my shards recently just because I haven't been using Sagecraft. My weapons and my armor and stuff, they really haven't had any sockets lately. So unless we come across a situation where I'll actually get a chance to socket items, I'm not going to be socketing much right now. I haven't done any side quests recently. The only thing that's really hurting is that I probably don't have as much gold as somebody who's been doing all the side quests would have at this point. It's probably easy for you, if you've been trying to do all the side quests and stuff, it's probably very easy for you to do, like, get all the gear that you want. But me, I've just sort of been going through the main storyline. The only side questing I did was at the very beginning of the game, just to show you how long you can stay in a single area. This game is a very long game, if all you're doing... I probably could have seen this coming, but... This game is a very long game if you do everything the same, or if you do all the side quests. This game can last a very long time. Oh yeah, these are rogues, so they will dodge my arrows. So it's best to just stick using your magic here. That is if you have magic. Any close range attacks or I guess anything that's not using a bow and arrow. I don't know if you're going to be using the same, if you're playing along with me, I don't know if you're using the same weapons as I am, but my weapons tend to change, but rogues are, easiest thing to think about rogue is, when you see one, you're not going to be able to use arrows against them. It's weird because the assassins, you could use arrows against them, but not standard rogues. Standard rogues will jump and dodge away from your attacks.
The harbingers of the fall, these children of dust, and they lit the forest with their fires, and then split it with their blades. They crept back, shapeless in the darkness, silent in the trees. The shadows are few in this age of mortals. Light beckons.
Okay, and we are now in the town, or at least one of these towns. This is like, as we enter this new area, this is sort of a, this one right here, what is this called? I-10. It's got everything we need, so it's going to become our new hub, like where Dyden Hill was our last one. And I guess technically we could have called Odessa one, just because it had everything. Yeah, Item is going to become one of our major hubs for a while. And just because you can find, like, everything in these places.
Huh? What's this?
They've got the Fate Weavers, they've got,
There's a bed if you'll stop it.
It's one thing that I don't like, though, is, ooh. That bow is much better than mine. There is new armor that we could be getting, but once again, we are not high enough level to actually use any of this gear. However, I do have the finesse to use those boots, and while I wouldn't have as much mana regen, the ice resistance and critical hit damage would be helpful. The biggest thing I need to look at, though, is that I don't spend too much money on things that I can't really wear. We've got a new hood, some new boots, and a bow that I really want. And it looks like I have enough money to get all three. I usually do shopping off screen, but I kind of wanted to show the process I go through of actually shopping. Let's see here. Now that we've got new armor, this Hood of Hindrance makes fire resistance more available to me. And then the other thing that I grabbed was new boots. So while I don't get as much mana regen, the critical hit bonus helps. And then we don't really have any better shields right now than my Prodigy Buckler, though it's actually losing durability. Durability is not really something I ever really worry about in this game, only because you're never going to come across, like, you're always going to be finding either new weapons or new, you're going to be coming across enough gear, basically, so that you don't ever have to worry about, running out of durability in any one thing. Unless you just straight up love using a certain item,
to be found amongst...
you're not going to run out. But now that we actually have better stuff, we can sell Sylvan Order, this bow. We can sell a bunch of this stuff. I can't sell stolen gear yet. I'm probably just going to turn that into something then. Let's see here. We don't need any of this stuff. I'll sell those for now. I actually haven't... I haven't gotten a ring in so long that I've actually forgotten what equipping rings do. Or at least what rings I have equipped. That's damage versus Niskadu, but we haven't really fought any Niskadu in a while. But then again, I've already got a necklace already. So that's fire resistance is what she gave me. That's plus 5 health, plus 10% in mana health. So I think I might take that off and put on the Signet Ring of Hindrance, just to help from any fire damage I might be taking. I think my helmet does that as well, protects from fire. So I'm pretty fire resistant now. I kind of need to be keeping a track of the time. I've still got plenty of time, but I get paranoid because I really don't want to miss any classes. Let's check this well. We got some crude studded leggings in there, which might mean we might be switching over to a full suit of studded armor soon.
Hello there, stranger.
If I can find a studded chest plate. That would mean we wouldn't be able to use our magical abilities all that often, but that would mean that our basic attacks would have a lot more of a chance to critical hit. I I guess that'll be something that I sort of have to decide, because I kind of like having the mana regen so I can do my abilities, but at the same time, the critical hit damage can be a little bit ridiculous. I think I'm going to end this episode just by running around and finding a bunch of these hidden treasures. Oh, I can actually pick that log out from here. It's kind of a short episode. I might just do some exploring the area, just showing you the parts of the game that I haven't really, like, now that we're out and about in a brand new area, it might be nice to just run around and get attacked by assassins. I like using a plethora of abilities, and this person's just going to stab me anyway. There we go. Keep in mind that, yes, whenever you do use multiple attacks, like multiple different styles of attack between using your spells, using your bow, using your sword, anything that you have on you, if you combine those attacks into combos against enemies, you will get more fate points. Let's see if I can't get an attack off on one of these guys. There we go. And the bow, I just realized now, actually has poison, so... every now and again you can land an arrow on those guys, but it's a whole lot harder to land arrows on assassins and rogues. Shoes of Fire version, though I don't think they're nearly as good as my new studded boots. Let's see here, there's a hidden log behind there I'll have to go around to get to. Just kill one of these guys off because we haven't in a while. They give, like, components and stuff. Like, yeah, that one gave a tanned hide. So they do give, like, separate components and whatnot. And now I'm under attack by more assassins. There are a lot of assassins in these woods, by the way. They're all part of, like, they're, like, I want to say that the Freemen are, like, a group of people that all played a lot of Half-Life. But, no, that was actually a really bad joke. Chicken! Dead chicken. This isn't Legend of Zelda. We can kill chickens. Chickens are not the bane of all existence. Some new Daggers of Daybreak. I think actually the Daybreak thing, I'm not going to use them, but I wanted to show off. Daybreak is a thing, yeah, where you gain bonus damage to using those daggers during the daytime. That could be helpful and a bit of a hindrance at times, just because there will be times where you really want to, like, go out at night, or you'll really want to go out during the day, depending on, like, missions.
What is it?
But why is that guy, like...
What is it?
Why is that guy performing an interpretive dance? I don't know. Looks like there's a quest from her that I could do. Once again, a bunch of side quests. I might set aside an entire episode or two to doing side quests if I can't stream. But hopefully I'll be able to stream. And maybe even if I can't stream, maybe I'll just do a really, really long recording session. I don't know. If I do side quests, you probably won't get the kind of commentary that I give during videos. It'll probably be a lot more, I guess, relaxed, and it'll be a little bit less informative, or maybe I might have some music playing in the background or something. It'll just be a lot more of like what I normally play like. Obviously I don't do a whole lot of talking whenever I'm playing by myself, because that would be crazy. But, if I wow. Sorry, I have the mind of an 8-year-old. But, if I can stream, I will stream it. But for now, I'm not sure how good the internet at the school is. And so, while it can upload videos just fine, there might be situations, because there are times when I just straight up can't get onto the internet here because so many people are using it at once. So, I guess, look out for a stream, but at the same time, don't be surprised if there's not a stream. Anyway, this episode's running about as long as I wanted it to now. Just running around getting a couple of treasures and whatnot while I do some talking about what I might be doing. I didn't really want to start anything, like any questing in this episode, aside from like moving out toward where we're headed. I didn't really want to do any questing because I'll leave that all into the next episode. But I hope you enjoyed it. This episode was a little bit more of a... Ooh, sorry. I've found new weapons. This is what I do every time I find new weapons. I look to see if they're better than mine, and when they're not, I get disappointed and I go and sell them. But anyway, I've been Paladin. This is Big Kingdoms of Amalur. I haven't asked a question in a couple of episodes now, so I suppose this will be the question of the week that this video goes up.
Another for the gallows.
This will be the question for the week that this goes up. But what would be your thoughts on me doing a stream of all the side quests versus a maybe a longer video of all the side quests? Hint, also, it would either be a long episode or it would be like an entire week of episodes all dedicated to doing some side quests that I have in the areas that I haven't done. I probably won't be going back to some of the earlier ones just because they won't give me anything. But if I am to do I want to do side quests, and I guess I'm asking, which form would you rather prefer? Me doing a stream of me doing the things, or do you want me to do like a long video and then segment it into segment that long video into like a week or two of side questing? I guess that's my question, and I hope you answer that in the comments below. Give me reasons why and whatnot, and I will see you guys later. You stay casual, gamers. Bye.